sitting and writing now exams. Now, the yesterday webinar, I was not, along with all students, we were not able to mention a lot due to network issues. Now, this very hour, we're going to be taking all addition of our meeting of the webinar, which we have been conducting since the 24th of December, followed by the second webinar taking place, which took place on the 5th of January, along with the last, which took place yesterday. All will be one year this very morning. Prior to this, you can share this among all students, all your course mates, for them to know what now exams entails. I won't be saying much, but I'll be giving some clues and other perspective, alright, before you get to the examination hall, before getting to the examination hall. Now, first and foremost, this very hour, I would like to make us to understand some prerequisites. When we are talking about prerequisites, we are talking about the pros and cons. The pros and cons. The facts, the exposure, the loopholes when writing now examination. If you know you are finding it, if you know you can't recollect things, alright, you can take a sheet of paper, jot down, or this video is recorded and that's why we are sending it via Telegram, or you can get this as well on our YouTube page. Now, note first and foremost that in now we are having a semester for undergraduates. To those who are starting the semester afresh, we are having 8 semesters. National Open University is a university which comprises of 8 semesters, dividing it into 4 years. Now, some courses entails 10 semesters, which are divided into 5 years, or we call it 5 level. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and some courses year 5. We have the undergraduates, we have the masters, that's the postgraduate. Either postgraduate, you are doing your PGT or your masters, and we also have the doctorate. Now, the postgraduate, if you are a student offering PGT, yours is nothing less than 1.5 years. For masters, yours is nothing less than 2 years, depending on your course, on your department and faculty. Now, this is not an orientation for the school, nor what now entails. Now, we are just looking at examination. What is an exam? Like I used to say, an examination is a way, just in a simple definition, a way to check how prepared we are, to show how prepared we are, to elucidate what we have gone through all the courses, to show our preparation level on each respective courses. Many people don't even read their books, and before diving to the next semester, before getting to your next semester, the authority of the school wants to know, are you capable enough to get to the next level? It's like those working in a job environment. Before you can be promoted, they will test how relevant, what have you done? Are you capable to be promoted to the next level? So that's the aspect and the reason for examination. And note, now exams are divided into 3 parts. The first part, which is common to all students, either 100 level to 400, 700 to 800 if you are your undergraduate, you are doing your masters, your doctorate. The first exam is the tutor marked assignment done on your Noun e-learn portal. This is the Noun e-learn portal here. The Noun e-learn portal. So this is the Noun exam. The first exam, which is accessed as a CA test, Noun e-learn portal. So I believe many of you would have known about this. Then followed, done on your e-learn portal. That is the first exam. Then followed, then have the pen on paper examination. The pen on paper examination, which is done and utilized by 300 level students, 400 level students, and if you're in 500, which is taking you 5 courses, 5 levels, and as well the masters, the postgraduate, POP, the full meaning, pen on paper. The third exams, which is the main for the year exam which you are looking at right now, is what we refer to as the e-exam. What is the full meaning of e-exams? Electronic examination. Electronic examination. Now, the electronic examination is what we refer to as the CBT, the computer-based text exam. If you want to know more about what Noun exam entails, about your CBT, your e-learn, you would have come across it on your course material NU 107. You dive through the pages and you see what the Noun exams, e-exams looks like. Like I said, I'll be talking about only e-exams because we have a lot to talk about this very hour, and as well being recorded. So that's what we call the e-exams. Now, I will give us some guides when sitting for Noun E exam. If you know, if for those who are, let's say that those who are leaving secondary school, I know many students, we have some students that already had certificates. Some have left secondary schools for years, some already have certificates and just need this Noun certificate, as an addition to their certificate. And then we have majority of students who are just leaving secondary schools in 2019, 2020, 2021 down to this year. Now, for those who are leaving secondary schools, you would have come across JAMB CBT. So Noun exam is similar to JAMB CBT. The questions, like the true and false, like the filling the space, filling the gaps, like the flashcards, etc., like the options which we are familiarized using the tutor marked assignment. So now note that when you are writing your Noun E exam, because many of you are still not aware, you still don't understand about these E exams of 18. Like I said, it's similar to CBT and 1/5 similar to your tutor marked assignment. Let me guide you, let me show you a video. I would like to show you a video on how to log in to your Noun E exam portal. This video is a guide on how to log in to your Noun exam portal. So listen to this video and get a clue about it.
Hello students, today I'm going to show you how to log in into your examination portal and write your exam. The little white arrow here is the mouse pointer. This is a computer mouse, the basic model of a computer mouse. The mouse is used to move cursor or mouse pointer around the screen of a computer. In your exam login page, move your cursor to this bar and click. Type in your matric number in small letters, starting with NOU. Type in that same number in the second bar and click Login. Click Start Exam to start answering the question. Provide answers to the questions by choosing the right option. Click Next to take you to the next page. Once you are done answering the question, click Finish Attempt to enable you submit. Now see how to click a mouse. You click by pressing the left mouse button. Double click means press the mouse button 2 times with quick succession. Right click means press the right button. You can also scroll up using the mouse wheel.
So this is how you log in to your Noun e-learn your Noun exam portal. This is how you log in to your Noun exam portal. Alright? As simple as that. Now when you log in, when you log in, Now, I would like you to note this, very important. Your time counts immediately. Like I said, it's similar to CBT. Your time starts immediately. You are having less than 60 minutes. And what is 60 minutes? An hour to finish 70 questions. You are having less than 60 minutes to finish 70 questions. Some questions are up to 100, and I believe those are 3-unit courses. If you are offering a 2-unit course, your questions are 70 questions. If your courses are 3-unit courses, you are offering 100 questions. Now, if you are offering 100 questions, your time will increase. Instead of an hour, that is 60 minutes, they might give you additional 30 minutes or 50 minutes. So instead of 60 minutes, you might be given 90 minutes or 70 minutes plus. So your time starts as soon as you log in to your Noun e-exam portal. So you have to work on timeliness. You have to work on time as soon as you log in to your Noun e-exam portal. Now, on the aspect of answering Noun e-exams, I would like to share you a 15 guide. Now, this is a 15 guide. Under this Telegram page, I will drop a document. If you are watching this via YouTube, ensure you click the link of the Telegram, click on join channel, and if you are on Telegram already, scroll down. You will see these 15 documents. I would like to waste time here. Everything it entails: timeliness, answering the filling the gaps, get to number 10, the filling the space, on how to use the filling the gaps question, on how to use the filling the gaps using true and false, on how to check repeated questions, and how to answer questions on time. So these documents will be dropped on this Telegram. Alright, so these are the 15 guides. You have to ensure to come along with your credentials, ID card, exam clearance slip. Come along with everything needed. In addition, you have to work on your tutor marked assignments. Tutor marked assignment already closed. So for next semester, that's a discussion for another time. Then just go straight to the 15 guides which will be sent on Telegram, and you see what it entails. Now let's proceed to other perspective. Now let's look at, you have talked about logging in to your exam portal. Let's take a look at outside exam hall, outside exam portal. There are some things that are very and extremely important before entering the exam hall. First and foremost, you need to work on timeliness. Now, let's look at some courses like GST 101, GST 103, GST 105, 102, NOU 107, GST, anything GST and NOU. If your paper falls as 8:30 a.m. on the Noun timetable, you must arrive at your study center an hour before. Repeating myself, if your exam in any of the courses like GSTs or NOU 107 falls at 8:30, or the second paper if it's at 11 a.m. or the last paper, the afternoon section, 2 p.m. you have to get to your study center an hour before the exam start. If it's 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. the exam falls, get to your center 7:30 a.m. If your paper is 11 a.m., get to your study center 10 a.m. If your paper is 2 p.m., get to your study center 1 p.m. Reason for that, GST and NOU, you'll be surprised to see thousands of students at your respective study centers. You'll be surprised to see thousands of students at your respective study centers. And funny enough, many students will find it even difficult to sit for the exams because of arrival of late coming. So, number one, you need to arrive to your study center as soon as possible. 1 hour. So that you get to your exam hall. You start your exam 8:30 a.m. as soon as the exams begin. Some people will still enter the exam hall by, let's assume your exam is 8:30. Because of the mass number of students in GST, don't forget that GST is for all students in National Open University. Some students will sit for exams that's supposed to start by 8:30. Some will sit around 9:30. And morning paper exams is from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30. All the portal for the morning paper will shut down by 10:30. The next paper that's available is 11 a.m. So if your paper is 8:30, that's why I said you need to get to your study center as soon as possible so that you sit for exam. Because if you arrive late and the hall is not efficient to take all students, and let's say you are able to enter your exam hall because of the masses at 10 o'clock a.m. or even 10:30, the system will shut down for morning paper. I told you it's like CBT, and that is what that brings automatic carryover. Or if your paper is 11 a.m., by 1 a.m., by 1 p.m., or at most 1:30 p.m., all 11 a.m. paper has been closed. The next paper the next exam or the CBT exams that comes to all centers, that comes to all computer is the 2 p.m. examination. So get your study center as soon as possible. And this doesn't fall to GSTs. You can do that for other courses. So timeliness is the key. Get your study center 1 hour. Let it be a part and parcel of you 1 hour before the exam, so you are prepared. You sit down, you read your course material. I'm coming to that. So timeliness. Number 2, I talked about this on the 29th of December last year. Arrangement and dressing. There is a dress code. When writing now exams, if you are wearing shorts, there's possibility that you won't enter the exam hall. That is for males. If you are wearing crazy jeans, all those funny clothes, torn clothes or crazy jeans or crazy clothes or shorts, if you are wearing Dunlop slippers, it is recommended when you are going or writing exam, wear plain trousers, accurate, correct and well-dressed trousers and shirts. When sitting for exams, ensure you don't wear Dunlop or slippers. If it's shoe you can wear, get a shoe. Illegal dressings is not allowed. It's not permitted based on experience. Because if some staff accept, some staffs might embarrass you. So to avoid embarrassment, avoid slippers like Dunlop. You can wear sandals, you can wear shoe. Alright? Your dressing must make sense to avoid embarrassment, especially freshers. Then come along with your exam slips, your exam clearance and everything needed. Now, many of you, let's look at the aspect of course material. Some of you read your course material. Some would have been reading for like 2 months. We have many brilliant students in Noun. But because of the way Noun set their exams, Noun makes them as if they are not brilliant. You see, reading your course material in National Open University of Nigeria is good when you get to 300 level. That is when you are writing pen on paper. You are explaining. You are reading summaries. It's good for 300 level. You are writing pen on paper. You are reading summaries. It's good for 300 level. 400 level. Masters, postgraduate. But if you are in 100 level and 200 level, you are reading course material. You are reading summaries. You are deceiving yourself. Last orientation, when I did this for students, I never included this reading of course material. It was when we have the students having mass failure, they started reaching out to me, started asking me questions. Some were then asking me, can I upgrade result? Now, on the aspect of upgrading of result, I'm coming to that. That one is something else. Now, let's talk about what students use. Which is the best? Summaries you read, you see, summaries is just a guide. Some of you will read summaries, you will feel, oh, summaries. You read a summary. A summary, when I was looking at summaries, I was wondering, is this summaries? Because I was styling it with, there are some summaries that are genuine, but some summaries are just past questions from 2017 down to 2009, because Noun did not even bring out their past question from 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. There's a reason for not them bringing out their e-exam computer-based past questions. So some of you will read summaries and you still be getting last semester, it was when students start having sense. When students start having mass failure, they begin to have their brain came back to auto rebooting. They started calling me for upgrading of results. Now, student, there is nothing called upgrading of result. You will see those in groups telling you to upgrade your result. They are scammers. Some will tell you they will upgrade your results because they know, those scammers knows that now students fail. I'm still coming to the upgrading of results. Now let's look at what students use, which is more unique, where we'll reach out to professors and consultant rather, that took million projects before finalizing. Now let's take a look at this course, GST 203, Introduction to Philosophy and Logic, exam bullet points. This was done for students because bullet point is a point updated every semester according to the current semester's questions. There's a way this bullet point gets the semester's questions and answers. It's something private, except for those who would like to get it. Now let's take a look at what the bullet point entails. This is done 2024, down from October to December. Now the bullet point contains 4 parts. Part 1, we are having the e-exam frequently asked questions. Part 2, the bullet point. Part 3, some study exam points. Part 4, the current semester's questions and TME answers. Now, to get TME question and answers, because many of these questions now current semester TME question and answers, many of them are not in the course material. Many are gotten from premium groups. premium platforms from other universities. So before getting this number 4, it took a big project. Now let's take a look at all what this bullet point entails. Let's start from the first frequently asked question 2022 to date. As you can see, this is the first part. This is the second part, bullet point. Now this is what the bullet point entails. A guide for you, as you can see. Your course material, module 1. A key guide for you to know where to read, as you can see in bolded areas. This is the bullet point. Module 1. Module 2. Module 3. Module 4, down to the final module of the course material. And then we then have other exam key points. These are the other exam key points. You pay attention to what? To colored areas. These colored areas is those areas where many questions are being asked, as you can see. Then the final area which we realize that now exam comes out is the accurate scores, the accurate semester. We are having over 50 TME answers in this TME current semester's answers and questions. This is not for last semester. This is the current semester's TME question and answers that is done in November, December 2024. November, December and January 2024. So these are the answers in bolded areas. So most times you can see 10% of the question coming out from the TME. So you read all these, as you can see. So not only GST 103, 203 rather, we have only for the GST. This is GST 101 as well, as you can see. The 4 parts, as you can see. The frequent, this is GST 101. E-exam frequently asked questions, followed by the other exam key points, followed by bullet point, as you can see. Then lastly, as you can see, the bullet point, and lastly the TME answers. This is a million project, a project. Now, and it's something that you can't see anywhere. You can never see anywhere. So if you want to get all this, it's something purchased at a very, I won't want to go further. Now, for those who would like to get these bullet points, my number will be dropped on the Telegram. Just click on the phone number, or you click on any of the admins requests. can get it from me or any of the admins. Request and you'll get your copy of the bullet points. So those who got these bullet points, it will help in reading. One, you are able to read all the course material. One, this is a way to avoid. Take a look at these 62 pages. When you're having GS 101 is almost 200 pages. It's above even 200 pages. And now it's having 4 parts summarized to 62 pages. So if you can read this within 4 days, you are prepared for your exams. I'm not giving you a guarantee you have 70, but I'm giving you a 50 to 70% assurance of your Noun year exam. Now, note is not compulsory to get. If you believe you have read your course material, no problem, and you think reading your course material is fine, no problem. You can read your course material. When you sit for exam, don't meet me for upgrading of result. Now, peradventure you sit for your Noun exam and you are having bad result, because this is very common. You are having 15/30, 15/70, 20/70, and you are annoyed. About, you want to report the issues of the grades. You need to search through the net or for the Noun support ticketing platform. Now, I'm going to conduct another orientation. I will explain this. This will be done after our exams. Once the exams end in February, because the best time starting from tomorrow is thorough reading. So I'm going to conduct an orientation in recordings. I will guide you like this as well on how to report, using this Noun support ticket. Now, this support ticket here, you'll be able to check your statement of results using this. This is a student statement of results. Take a look at a student. This student gave me her results. She wanted to check her result last semester. This is part of the people that were not. Take a look at this class of degree when she joined National Open University of Nigeria. She never came across this orientation, and she went there by herself to see what this is. So I'm not putting fear to students, but I'm telling you what now entails. So like I said, I'm going to conduct, and this one is an orientation for another day. So for those who don't have time to read, just get this bullet point. And note, don't come to any of the admin. They have decided that if you're having GST 101 tomorrow and you are coming to us today for GST 101 bullet points, we won't sell it to you. And if you persist, in fact, we won't sell it to you, because it's absurd. If you are reading a book, if you are reading a bullet point This point, many students have been reading this for 2 months, for even a month now, and some are even reading 3 months ago, and you want to read this just for a day. Now when you purchase this, you get this in a day. If you're having just 101 tomorrow and you're reading this now, how will you be able to read this and understand of over 62 pages? So we won't bother even answering you, and if you persist, there's a penalty to that, because we won't allow you to be among those telling people that you read this and it's not helping. So the best time, like I used to say, if you know you want to get this, you get this at most 3 days before your exam and start reading. Ensure you read it, and you read it, you follow the key points. Now, so this is about the bullet points and the guide. So for the guides, like I said, it will be sent on the Telegram platform. For the bullet points, I will drop my number. Just scroll down on Telegram, you see the admins. You click on the admin, you get the bullet points and begin reading. Now, I was talking about upgrading of results. Now, once your scores are bad, like I said, I'll teach you how to check your statement of results and how to report. But an advice: do not ever think of upgrading your results, even if you are making use of Noun support ticket. Now if you are reporting, they would give you some criteria to do. Now reporting, then it will come to a stage. Let's say, for example, you have E in your Noun exams. You have E in your Noun exams. Now you see about tutor marked assignments. You are coming to that about tutor marked assignment later on. Now let's say you have E in your Noun examination. Let's say you score 20 and your TM means you're having 20. 20 plus 20 is an E. Now you report to the Noun support ticket. They will tell you have to pay a certain amount of money. I think by now the money you're going to pay is, I think, 25,000 or so for a course. Now if they upgrade your results, in fact it is not called upgrading of result, it is them rechecking your result for you. Now for a course you pay 25 to 40,000 naira for checking your results. You pay 25 to 40,000 naira for just one course, and at the end of the day they upgraded your result from E to D. What is the essence of payment? That is why you have to put anything you need to purchase right now, anything you need to get. If it's that you need to, I'm not talking about exam cheats. If it's that you need to get bullet points, this bullet points, how much is it being sold? 1 million project work. It's not even up to 5,000 naira for one. Everything you need to purchase. If it's something else, we have other things that are as well as bullet point, as well as better than bullet points. But you see, course material for 100 and 200 level or summaries, cancel it. Or you are reading your course material, cancel it. If it's like this bullet point you need to purchase, or if it's like other things, purchase it now, because if you fail and you have E or you have carryover, you'll be asked. you should pay. That is using the Noun support ticket to pay 25,000 to 40,000 depending on those courses. And if you pay 40,000 or 25,000, with the range of 25 to 40,000 naira, believe me not, they will give you explanation. They will explain to you why your result is bad. Sometimes they will attend to it. They will make it once. You see, the payment of the 25 to 40,000 is not for upgrading of result. It is for them rechecking or revisiting your scores. And sometimes when they revisit your scores after paying 25 to 40,000 naira, they will tell you there's nothing that can be done about it. And if they check it out for you, the only thing they can do, the highest, is to upgrade it. They can just add, let's say you're having F, add it to it, they will give you E. What does E want to do for you? Or let's say you're having E, they take it to D. What does D have for you? What does it want to do for you? And let's say you're having all your because many students, I am not cursing. Many of you students, you are naive. Last semester, I'm having over 100 students. When they started reaching me out, when I was seeing people's results, because they were giving me their result to check, a student was having F all through. Now he or she is paying 25,000. Let's say he's offering 10 courses. Let's say he's paying 30,000 naira for now to check his result. 30,000 times 10. How much is that? 300,000 naira. You pay 300,000 naira and you are having E. They like I said, it's not about it's for them to revisit. It's for them to revisit your course for you. They are paying 300,000 naira for your 10 courses to revisit, and some they will tell you it is your fault. When they revisit it, they might not upgrade it, and if they upgrade it, they can just give you E. So what is the purpose of having E? And the best time to get your scores is 100 level and 200 level. You see, in 300 level and 400 level, those time is the time you are maintaining your scores. 100 level and 200 level is the simplest way. Take a look at this student here. Third class. Now she's in 300 level. By next semester she's in 300 level. What is she doing? What grade? How will she get to 4 points at 2.16? Third class, 2.16. This I don't want to show. There's a student who is having 1.5. That is fail. 1.5. This is a third class. I'm just showing this just to I have other results. Some students will start calling now. When they start calling me, you will start seeing student results by March. Result will be released. You'll be seeing 1 point, 2 points. So 100 and 200 level is the best time. Coming again, if there's anything you have to do, I stated during this when I started this meeting, I said we started this webinar in October. If you have to give your tutor mark assignment out, give it out. Now, the reason why now was curbing this aspect of tutor mark assignment was that there are some people hacking into Noun sites. There were some people that hacked into Noun sites. You see, tutor mark assignment is not a malpractice. Okay, why did National Open University of Nigeria leave Noun e-learning portal for you to to work on by yourself. They know that some of you will work on malpractice. Some of you that are doing your tutor market assignment yourself, you will search online for the answers. Some of you will be with your friends doing your tutor market assignment. They know that TMA is malpractice, but there were some people that were hacking into the Noun portal, Noun site. So that's why they were copying it. So, like I was saying, you give trusted people. There's a way we, like myself here, we know how we get, we are, because of due to our experiences, we know how to give those correct scores without even hacking to the site. This is part of our works now. Take a look at one of our work. This is part of our work. We don't hack into Noun sites. The tutor market assignment, like I said, none of my students last semester, had this misconduct. None of them. And there's a way we generate. So it's a project work. You meet with professors, meet with doctors to get accurate scores without hacking into Noun website. So they know that now exam is very tough. If TMAs are done like here exam whereby you have to get to your study center, many students will always have F. So that's why they left TMAs for you. Do your tutor market assignment. And some people will still be scoring 15/30 in TMA, 20/30. So, well, the TMAs has gone already. So that's part of it. I won't want to go back to the tutor market assignment. So there's nothing about if you have your 15/30, accept it. Forget about upgrading of result. Next semester, you come to us. If you need assistance, you come to us. If you need consultation, you come to us. If you need anything, not only us, there are many wonderful consultants. We have BBC Now, we have Noun Update, we have Smart, we have wonderful consultants, not those that hack into Noun system. So that's that for that. So a word is enough for a wise. So then, I talked about the for those who can. Then some of you we have exams. May have 2 exams the same day. So you just need to arrange yourself. If you're having an exam in the morning, you read morning paper. You sit for the morning paper. If you have exam in the afternoon, you sit for your exams in the afternoon. You sit for your exams in the afternoon. Then, what else? There's something I would like to chip in. So I've talked about the mentality about upgrading or result. Cancel upgrading of result out of your mind. If you fail, if you have E, there's nothing. You'll be scammed. The only place you can work on the upgrading of result is the Noun support ticket, and you just wait. I will do a video about that on how to report only on the support ticket. You might be in groups where you see people texting, they can upgrade the result for you. You'll be scammed. It's only on Noun portal. You have to send your information too. And then some guides. I dropped a guide on the page. Just scroll down, click on the guide. Then the aspect of calculation of GP, I will explain that also during the moment of the exams. That one will be explained as well. There's a website used to calculate GP, and also to check your results. A video will be done on how to work or check your statements of results. Your statement of results. So I will put a stop to this. So if there's any other things I will add, I will drop a voice note on the Telegram, or I will make a write-up. So there are many things that entail a lot of things. There are over 1,000, but the ones I mentioned right now are like some important things, very important things you need to note. Very important things you need to note. Then also exam malpractice involvement. I need to mention that before putting this webinar to a close. Exam malpractice. Avoid anything that bring malpractice. Those that bring in creeps to their purse, to their pocket, to their shoes, into their ears. Last semester, we are having over 400 students that fell victims of malpractice. Avoid anything that causes malpractice. This time around, National Open University of Nigeria is looking for students as scapegoats. And avoid anyone that tells you they will sit for you in exams. There was a student there are many students. There was a student who joined now last year or 2 years ago. I saw his name among those that came out from malpractice form. And note, if your name is listed in the malpractice form, both the victims and the person that sit for in the exams, you'll be out. You'll be suspended for nothing less than 4 semesters and a maximum of 10 semesters. You know the meaning of 4 semesters. That is 2 years. There was a student who joined now last year or 2 years ago. Like I said, I saw his name on the malpractice form. And what was being said here on the malpractice was that I won't mention his name, is someone that many students know. He impersonated someone sitting for exams. Some students will tell you you can pay them this for malpractice. Don't listen to them. Now, if peradventure, let's say you don't have time to sit for your exams. Let's say you are not in Nigeria, you are outside the country, or let's say your exam falls at the time you are in a very important meeting, or let's assume that you prefer virtual exams or any other means. There is something that is being done. You can give a consultation. Like I said, my number will be sent on the page on this Telegram. You send a text message to me. You send a message to me on my WhatsApp number or any of the admins. And if it's something you need to call us to speak with us, I will, according to your message, I will text you. If it's that you have to call me, because there are some things that we need proper discussion than WhatsApp texting. Alright? So avoid anything about malpractice. So I'm going to drop a document about those 400 students that had malpractices. So avoid exam malpractice. Come along with your exam clearance, exam slips, biometrics. Come on time to the exams. In addition, the biometrics, ensure you take your biometric very serious. Follow the guidelines according to your study centers. Now, on this Telegram, there are many information that will be posted. Every day you see information during this exam, starting from tomorrow. So ensure you check on this Telegram every day. Every day. Information from Noun, information from the headquarters will be sent on this every day. And some online classes will be sent on this page every day. Like I said, on how to check your exam portal, how to check your statement of result, how to calculate your GP will be sent on this Telegram. So ensure you stay on this Telegram. If there's any other things that have been stated here and you would like to get more information, you can reach out to us via any of the admin link which is posted under this page. Thank you for joining us this very evening. Now, part of the main ideas for this webinar, number 1 are timeliness. You need to get to your study center on time. Number 2, work on your time factor. Once you log into your exam portal, you work on timing. Some of you that when your computer switch off, you don't know what to do, ensure that you report to any officials. As soon as your your computer switches off, tell the staffs or the invigilators or the officials to change your seats. Because once it switches off, your timer on your computer counts down, and once it counts down, there's nothing it can be done. There's nothing that can be done to it. And once it logs you off and it's shut down, you cannot fix it anymore, even if you get to Abuja. So once your computer switches off, ensure, or if your computer manufactures, if the computer is not good, change your seat. Change the seat or the position. But before changing your seat, ensure you reach out to your officials. So number 1, timeliness. Number 2, time factor in your exams. Number 3, dressing. I mentioned those important things. I'm listing those important factors. Your dressing must be plain. Then coming with your exam slips, it is very compulsory. Exam clearance. Then number 5, avoid malpractice. Avoid it. Number 6, everything you need to get, is it bullet points, not depending on your course material. Like I said, summary is a guide, not a heaven. It's a guide. Bullet points is what students use, but is if you know it's not compulsory or you are satisfied with your course material, go ahead. So number 6, getting those materials ready for your exams. Number 7, you need to obey the staffs. Part of those things causes malpractice. It causes malpractice if you are arguing, you know that this is your first time, especially freshers. And lastly, there's a 15 guide written. Ensure you go through the 15 guide, read it. Alright, thank you for joining this orientation and this webinar. I wish you best of luck in exam. Have a lovely season of exam. Goodbye.